Hey there YouTube, this is Mr. Budget coming with a very different, I keep saying different video, but this is more of a showcase of our new Dark States Oselargest starter deck with the new support we got in set 6. Again, this is more of a showcase, less of a fight, and the reason for that, I'm joined by my lovely wife Lala. Please say hello to the people.
Hi everyone.
So, she is not a card fighter, so please bear with us as we go through this. Again, this is more of a showcase, less of a fight, so I will be helping her through this as much as she needs, just so we have a good showing of what the deck can do. This is a showcase on the Dark States, not the Stoicheia. But we will be having another showcase once we get the new Magnolia Patriarch grade 3. But until then, she's using Magnolia grade 4. I'm using Oselargest set 6 support. So I'm going to showcase what the deck can do. If you guys want a deck profile, you can look at my latest video that I posted for a full deck profile and deep dive into what that deck can do, pieces wise, ratios wise, and everything like that. But with further ado, this is the showcasing of Oselargest set 6. So we're going to roll to see who goes first. I got a 5. You got a 3. I will decide who goes first. I'm going to choose to go second. So we're going to play with opening hands. So top 5 of your deck.
I'm going to put 3 cards back.
I am going to keep my hand. Two. 3. Okay, perfect. So because you put cards back, I will be shuffling her deck for her. Her hands are kind of small, as you just saw. Not too much on your name. Okay. So I'll cut your deck for you, and then we're going to go into for luck.
Not too much on my hands. Okay.
All right, ready? You're going to be starting us off, so I'm going to stand up. Vanguard. Okay, you're going to draw for your turn.
Standing. Draw.
And then you're going to choose one card from your hand to discard. You're going to discard the goat first. The card that you just drew. Yep, that's fine. Then ride the top card of your deck. Yep, there you go. And because you're going first, that's all you're going to be able to do. You're going to stay at 0 energy. Now it turns over to me. I'll draw for my opening turn. I will discard this grade 3. I will ride into Featuring Balancer. Gain 3 energy. And then draw 1 for going second. Okay, and then I'm going to go right into my battle phase. I'll swing 8 at your Vanguard. 1 drive.
No guard.
Dry check. No trigger. You take 1 damage.
1 damage.
No trigger.
No critical.
And I'll pass turn to you. So you draw. You're already standing, so you draw.
Draw.
You gain 3 energy. You're going to discard your grade 1 in your hand. The grade 1 goat. Yep, that one.
You sure that's not a deer?
It's a goat.
Alright, well.
And then you're going to perform the grade 1 skill.
When this unit is drawn upon by a grade 2 card with Silverhorn Beast in its card name, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 2 or less normal unit from amongst them, call to the rear. You may discard the rest. If you did not discard any cards, put the cards not chosen on the bottom of the deck in any order. So 3, right?
Yep, you'll look at the top 3 cards of your deck.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
You're going to choose one of those to call to rear guard circle in the front row.
Right.
Grade
This
2.
one.
There you go. The other 2 will go to the bottom of your deck in any order, or you can discard them. I would discard them.
Here?
Yep, I would put them in the graveyard. There's a reason for that. And if you guys know the reason, let me know down in the comments. So from here, you're just going to go right into your battle phase. You're going to attack with your rear guard first.
10,000 attacking your Vanguard.
I'm going to go with a guard of 5,000 to make 13. And then you're going to attack with your Vanguard next.
10,000 to your Vanguard.
I'm going to go with a no guard. You perform 1 drive check.
1 heal.
So you take 1 damage away. That heal trigger goes to your hand.
Oh.
Heal trigger to your hand. Heal trigger to your hand.
Wait, this there, this here.
Correct. I will take 1 damage. No trigger. Your turn is over. It goes back to me. I'll stand. I'll draw. I'll choose 1 card from my hand to discard. I'll discard this grade 3.
I told you I don't want to make you look stupid.
You're fine. I'll ride featuring Balancer. Sorry, I ride Steam Tamer Nichiburo. Skill of, and then I'll gain another 3 energy. You got me laughing now. Skill of my grade 1. I soul charge 2 cards. Grade 3 of my Vanguard. Grade 3 of my Order. And then my Vanguard gets additional plus 5,000 power. Then I'm going to activate skill. I'm going to call Amazing Frost using its skill. I'll get rid of 1 card in my soul. I'll get to draw a new card. Then move 1 card from my hand into my soul. I guess we don't need this right now. I'll just move the grade 3 back into the soul. Okay, and then I'll go to my battle phase. I will attack your Vanguard for 10,000.
No guard.
No trigger?
No trigger.
I'll attack your Vanguard for 15,000.
No guard.
Draw check. No trigger. You take 1 damage. Okay. That is the end of my turn. I'll pass it to you.
Stand.
Correct. Draw.
Draw.
Choose a card from your hand and discard. In this case, you're going to discard the grade 4.
Exactly.
Ride into your grade 3. Skill of the grade 2.
When this unit is rode upon by a grade 3 with Magnolia in its name, Soul Blast 1, choose a grade 3 or greater card from your drop or normal order from your drop and put it into your hand. Whee!
So you're going to Soul Blast 1 card, doesn't matter which one.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to give you that to Soul Blast.
I can do it.
Okay. I'm going to add the grade 4 back to your hand.
Yeah.
That basically means you ride it for free. In addition to that, because you rolled a Magnolia, those 2 goats that are in your drop zone, you move them into your soul. The 2 pink goats that are in your drop
The
zone.
2 goats?
Yep, the 2 pink ones.
Oh, well, this one.
Correct, and the other copy of it as well. Because you rolled your Vanguard, they both trigger at the exact same time, and now give your Vanguard 5k for each. So, in total, they just gave your Vanguard plus 10,000 power. Okay? Next, you're going to call Batispati to your rearguard circle.
I don't know if I have him. Oh, this thing.
Yep, Batispati.
This is a tiger?
It's a lion.
They gotta be
Skill
better.
of Batispati. You're going to counter blast 1. Soul Blast 1, which you're going to Soul Blast 1 of the pink goats. And then you're able to call 1 card from your drop zone for every 2 of your Vanguard's grade. We're going to move these back a bit. For every 2 of your Vanguard's grade. Since your Vanguard is grade 3, you're only able to call 1 card to your back row center column. You're going to call the pink goat to your back row center. The same card you just Soul Blasted.
The pink goat?
From the drop zone.
Oh.
Correct. And now your board is completely ready to attack me. You're going to attack with your Vanguard first.
That's 23,000?
Correct.
Attacking your Vanguard?
I'm going to go with a no guard. You perform a twin drive.
10,000?
Who,
I'd give it's.
who are you going to give the 10,000 power to?
To this thing?
Okay, that's fine. And then you got a heal trigger. Always heal face down damage.
Like this?
Yes. Second check.
10 critical?
So you're going to give another 10k power to another unit. Who are you going to give it to?
I'm gonna give it to the same one.
Okay.
Is that a bad idea?
If that's what you want to do. And then who are you going to give the extra damage to? Vanguard.
The Vanguard?
Okay. So instead of taking 1 damage, I now take 2. First check, no trigger. Second check, draw trigger. I'll give my Vanguard plus 10,000 power. And I get to draw an additional card. Okay. Now perform the skill of Magnolia, counter blast 1. choose a unit in your back row and give it plus 5k and the ability to attack from the back row.
This.
Correct. So now you're going to, if I were you, I'll attack this unit into my rear guard.
10,000 attacking your rear guard.
I would go with a no guard. Right now, your Bata Spidey cannot hit me because it will only be 15,000 to my 20,000. So your last attack will be from your back row.
Okay.
So go ahead and attack with it. It will gain 10,000 when it attacks from the back row, and you have a Magnolia Vanguard.
So 28.
Turn the 2 into a 3.
3.
So now you're going to be swinging with 45,000 to my Vanguard. I'm going to go with a no guard again. So I'll take a damage, draw trigger. I'll gain another 10,000 power and draw another card. Okay? You have no more attacks that can hit me, so the turn is going to end. Skill of your goat at the end of the turn, it goes to the drop zone, and then you draw another card. Okay. Now it goes back to me. I'm going to stand. I'm going to draw. I'm going to pay the cost for a ride in energy charge 3. I'm going to discard a heal trigger to ride into Cruel Beast Demonic Lord Oselargest. Skill of my grade 2. When my Vanguard rides, I have 4 more cards in the soul. I get to draw an additional card. Okay. Now I'm going to go into, I'm going to call the new card from set 6, Half Beast Demonic Spearman Satagoro. Satagoro skill. If my Vanguard is Oselargest, I get to gain 5k power. Then I'm going to activate the skill of my Vanguard, Counter Blast 1. Search my deck for a copy of itself. Reveal it to my opponent and add it to my hand. My Vanguard will receive 10,000 power. Okay. Can you shuffle? Can you cut my deck, please? Okay, cool. Now I'm going to call the next card that came out of set 6, Bulky Puppy. This grade 1 can only activate the skill when it's boosting Oselargest as a Vanguard. So I'm just going to open my hand back out so you guys can see it. Cool. Then I'm going to, since I have more than enough damage, I'm going to call another Satagorio to give it power as well. And I will call a Steam Performer Tudor to Rearguard Circle. And I think that's all I'm going to do for this turn. Okay? I'm going to go into my battle step now. I'm going to attack your Vanguard for 15,000.
No guard.
No trigger?
No trigger.
I'll attack again for 15,000.
Intercept.
Okay? That's your 18 to my 15. The guard is successful. The card goes to the drop zone. Then I'm going to activate the skill of my Bulky Puppy when it boosting my Vanguard for an attack. I'll Soul Blast 1 card. In this case, I'm going to Soul Blast a grade 2. There are no grade 2s in my soul, so now I can choose up to 2 grade 2s from my drop zone and move them into my soul. And then I'm going to use the skill of Oselargest to Energy Blast 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 down Superior, call a card from my soul and give it plus 10,000 power. I'm going to call my Steam Tamer Nachaburo. Nachaburo now gains 10,000 power. Skill of Saturo. I can counterblast one during the battle phase that a card was called on top of it and retires it. 2 now Superior, call another card from my soul that does not match his name. I'm going to call Amazing Frost. And then I'm going to put Satagoro skill next. Amazing Frost is going to go on standby. I'll counter blast 1. Superior, call a card from the soul. Superior calling featuring Balancer. Skill of Balancer, she'll get plus 5k. And then skill of Amazing Frost, when it is called, I can Soul Blast 1 card from my soul. And then draw an additional card. Choose a card from my hand and move it to the soul. I'll move a copy of my Vanguard to the soul. So in total, that's going to be 2131 twin drive to your Vanguard.
Complete guard.
So to pay the cost for a complete guard, you're going to discard one card from your hand. I would get rid of the grade 1 goat. Okay, twin drive. First check, no trigger. Second check, no trigger. The complete guard goes to the graveyard. Okay. Next, I'll attack with Amazing Frost. This is going to, well, Amazing Frost is getting some additional power. This is going to be 18 at your Vanguard.
No guard.
Okay, you take 1 damage. No trigger. A skill of Tudor. At the end of the battle that she boosted, if a card was called for my soul, I can retire her. Move a copy of my Vanguard either from my drop zone or my soul to the bottom of the deck. From this case, it's going to go from the soul. I can now choose one player's rear guard to move it to the soul. I'll move your grade 2 Spotty to your soul.
This?
Yep, it goes to your soul. So this is a good way to get removal on your opponent's side of the board, to get rid of pesky back row or cards that you know are going to be a nuisance next turn. This is a good way to get rid of things on their board. And then my last attack, I'm going to attack for 10, 20, 33,000 at your Vanguard.
Wait, what?
I'm attacking for 33,000 at your Vanguard.
No guard.
You take a damage. Okay. And that will be the end of my turn. So now it gets back to you. You're going to get to... You went first, so you're at grade 3. So this next turn, you're going to go to 9 energy. You're going to draw a card.
Oh.
Okay. Then you're going to ride your grade 4.
Do I have that? Oh.
Okay. Now, because you rolled your grade 4, 2 skills are going to go off. First, you're going to activate the skill in your drop zone, the pink gold again. You're going to put it into your soul. As many copies that you have in there. Any other copies?
Oh.
Okay, that's going to go into that's going to go into your soul. Your Vanguard now will receive plus 5,000 power. And then skill of Magnolia, when he is placed on the Vanguard, you get to call 1 card from your soul to your back row rear guard. Okay?
Okay.
Next, you're going to call your grade 2 bear to your back row rear guard.
This?
Yep. You're going to call that to your back row rear guard.
Right here?
Cool. Perfect. Yes. Then after that, you're going to call your grade 2 buffalo to your back row rear guard. And then you're going to call your grade 2 tiger to your front row rear guard. Every other card is going to stay in your hand. This is your entire board. This is all you need. Skill of Magnolia grade 4. All of your rear guards now receive plus 5,000 power. And the ability to attack from the back row. I may not survive this turn, if I'm being honest. But we're going to see what happens. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to... So let me just read 1 card, because again, reading is fundamental.
Maybe allowed?
Front row. Okay, so the card, for those who don't know, this is Silverhorn Beast Bold Jackacorn. Axe skill, so you're going to do it now. So Axe skill, counterblast 1 until the end of turn. This unit gets the red text skill, back row. When this unit would attack, it can attack all of your opponent's front row units. So you're not just going to attack my Vanguard, you're going to attack all of my units.
And I counterblast 1.
Yep. So that's what's going to happen. So what you're going to do is you're going to attack with the Vanguard first, and then you're going to attack with the Buffalo second. Because there's a reason for that, and I'll explain to you once we do it. So attack with the Vanguard first.
So is that 18,000?
That is 18,000 triple drive.
Oh.
And I will go with a complete guard. And I'll discard 1 card from my hand to pay the cost. So now the attack doesn't go through, but you do perform a triple drive.
1.
No trigger.
2.
Draw trigger. So you're going to get the 10,000 power
To this?
to the bear.
To the bear?
To the bear. And there's a reason for that. For those who know, let me know down in the comments. Third, draw a card. If you don't do a draw, that's a draw. Nope, it goes to your hand. That's a draw.
Oh.
That's your draw trigger.
Wait. Oh yeah, that's right.
Then
I
you
don't show you that.
then you perform your third check.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. The guard is successful. The next thing you're going to attack me with is going to be your bear.
Oh.
Attack me with the bear.
25?
Nope. Yes, I'm sorry. It's going to be 25,000 at my Vanguard.
So 25 at your Vanguard?
Then you're going to activate the effect of the bear. When this attacks, you may pay the cost with a counterblast 1. Whatever power he has, you can give it to another unit. So he has 25,000. You can give
it to the buffalo.
Give it to the buffalo. Now I'm making this 30. I did a plus 30k. So 25 to my Vanguard. I'm going to intercept. When this intercepts, this gets plus 10k shield, making it 15, making it 28 to your 25. Next, you're going, and then before I do that, I apologize. Reading is fundamental. Skill of your tiger. When a unit in the column that it's in attacks, you may soul blast 1 card. It will gain 10,000 power. And whatever units I have on my side of the board, when it attacks, I cannot guard with. So in this case, I am not allowed to guard with grade 2 and grade 1 when this unit attacks. Okay?
Got it.
So in this case, I would attack with... So we're still on this attack. So I'm going to guard to make 28 to your 25. I will then, if I were you, I would guard with the I would attack with the buffalo next.
So that's
40,000.
40,000?
Yep. To my entire front row.
Attacking your front row?
Correct. And I'm going to be honest with you, I can't guard that. So I'm going to go with a no guard on all fronts. Damage check, no trigger. I'm at 5 damage, and my rear guard is retired. Then I would, if I were you, I would attack with the goat next. Behind the Vanguard.
So that's 15, right?
It gains 10k when it attacks.
Oh, so it's 25.
Correct.
Attacking your Vanguard.
Okay, I'm not allowed to guard with grade 1s or grade 2s for that grade 2 unit. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15 to make 28 to your 25. And at the end of the battle, the goat retires, and then you draw 1 card. And now you're attacking with the tiger for your last attack.
You're struggling.
You're evil. This will attack for 25.
25 attacking your Vanguard.
And I'm not allowed to guard with grade 1s now.
Okay.
Well, grade 1s and 2s when it gains its ability. But fortunately for me, that's only 25. I can guard with 28. You took out almost every card out of my hand. Alright, and that will be the end of your turn. Alright, let's see if I get lucky enough to try to... Unfortunately, we cannot edit that out. Just please don't do it again. I'll draw for turn. Energy charge 3. My God.
I'm sorry. I almost forgot. I forgot recording.
Persona ride. Gain 10,000 to the front row. Draw 1 card. I did not get the card that I needed.
At least we know where your daughter got it from.
Skill. Jesus Christ. Gain 5,000 power. Skill of the Vanguard. Counterblast 1. Search my deck for a copy of the Vanguard out of my hand. My Vanguard now receives 10,000 power. This is going to be a weaker attack turn than last time. I may not be able to clench out the game, but at least I'm showing what the deck can do. Can you cut that, please?
You sure we can't edit that out?
Nope. This is a raw video, unfortunately. Ugh. God, save me. What do I have in my soul? Nothing good. Nothing good, but I can at least get something in the soul. Good. Cool.
Now I'm going to be banned from videos.
Move this up, and then I will call a copy of my Vanguard to rear guard, and then I'll call a copy of 2 to my rear guard as well. I will go to battle phase. Attack for 23,000 at the Vanguard.
23. I can use a 15 to guard, right?
23. Yep, you can use a 15 to make 28.
Alright.
Okay.
Guard.
I guard it. I'll attack for 23 again.
Oh. Well, here we go.
Okay. Then I'll use the effect of my puppy in the back row. I'll Soul Blast 1. There are no grade 0s, 2s, or 1s. So in this case, I will choose 2 grade 2s to move to my soul. I'll move 1 and 2. And then I'll use the skill of Oselargest to Energy Blast 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm now allowed to call a unit to rearguard from my soul. I will call Servant Falkeisha to rearguard and give her plus 10,000 power. This is now going to be 21, 31, 41 twin drive.
Does that mean I take 2 damage?
You'll take 1 damage, but I'm performing a twin drive, so you do run into the risk of me hitting a critical trigger.
Okay. So how much do I need again?
So I'm 41 to your 13, so you need to make enough to make over 41,000.
Okay.
2 15s will make 30.
Yeah, I got
They'll
it.
make 43, but I'll make it a 1 to pass. So you need about 45k shield to make it I believe a 2 to pass. 45k shield.
I'm gonna guard with 30.
Okay, that makes...
on pray.
30 plus 13 is 43 to my 41. That's one trigger to break through.
I guess we gonna find out.
All right, twin drive. First check. Critical trigger.
Oh.
Everything to the Vanguard. So now I'm going to deal you 2 damage.
Probably can't say this, but Uno out.
Second check. No trigger. You need an over trigger or a hill trigger to survive. You take 2 damage. No trigger.
Well.
1 final check. That's game. All right. So, Jesus Christ. So that is Oselargest in a nutshell. We're able to get 5 attacks out of the deck now. Possibly to make an entire reset of your rear guards if you have the counter blast to do so using the new grade 2 skill. We're able to make sure we have the right units at the right time in our soul due to the new grade 1 puppy. But this allows the deck to not only get more attacks out, but make more proper and decent numbers in the long game. And not to mention with other cards in his arsenal and other cards he's getting eventually, we could even add more draw power to the deck. But until that happens, this is where we at. This is where we are at right now for set 6 for the Dark State start deck. These things are getting a lot stronger the more time passes. We all thought these decks were going to be really bad when we first saw them. Little to what we have known that these are going to become powerhouses later down the road. So look out for the next update sometime around set 8. They're already showcasing that on Bushiroad's channel. Look it out. I think we did get a grade 1 that helps this deck even further. But until then, this has been Mr. Budget saying keep it fun, keep it friendly, and as always, keep it budget. We'll see you guys here next time. Bye.
Bye.
Jesus Christ.